Okay, we survived transition. Hello. This is now customary, apparently. Hello.
You just start every
everybody.
session by screaming into the void.
Yeah. It's because I have to, because that's how. It's like that one little Vine video that will forever be ingrained in my head of the Grinch going to yoga and and releasing all of his pent up stress and everything that bothers him in life, and just
I'm a little messed up.
screaming bloody murder. That's me! Yay! Well, welcome everybody to FaeHunt session 7.
8.
11.
Yeah.
Changes notes.
6.
I just worked.
2.
28, 82. That's what where we're at right now. We are down a player for tonight, so we wish them a speedy recovery. They'll be getting better soon. But for now, I think that's okay, because, you know, to be honest, adding this one up here, this one, yeah, who, me? We had to like, it's like, I think Nana will get this. You have to, when you buy new fish and you put them in the tank, you have to get them adjusted to the water first before releasing them. So Delnaris, you're getting adjusted to the tank.
The word is acclimated.
Acclimate. Thank you. That was the one that I was looking for.
Very smart.
saying-
Big words.
So
Many
you're saying
vowels.
there's a very high probability that I'm going to die on contact with the water.
Well, we're trying not to let you go into shock, is what it is.
I mean, there is the quote that you said last week. Mara.
You're gonna have to fucking remind me.
I was rewatching parts of the episode yesterday, and you were like, well, someone's either going to sleep with you or murder you. It can only go one of two ways.
Or both.
Or both.
Or both.
That's
that just means it's Nana, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Apparently, Nana hasn't with anybody, which just blows Leary's mind.
Yeah.
Well,
She's a very complicated woman.
yeah, that is
Also
what
very, very drunk and upset.
That's true. I guess, you know, I don't really have much in the way of announcements other than, you know, we'll see you tomorrow also for our Game of Santos game. But other than that, I think we're you know, straight ready to get into the next.
We're ready. Are you ready, Aaron?
Okay. Am I ever ready? Is there ever a time? I don't think I have ever had a session where I'm like, you know what? I am ready today. Nope. But hey, the audio's on. All the videos are in the right places. All the names are in the right places.
Are they? Are they?
Yes, I had to look again. When you said that the first time, I was like, yes, double check.
I'm
You're
just
good.
very
You make me
quickly
leery.
reading all of the notes.
Yeah, just
You made
reread.
notes.
Oh, I made so many notes. There's a
I have so
lot.
many notes.
He's got a
So many
lot
notes.
on his plate.
I want the next Lore Dumplings to be how you take notes and make notes for your sessions, Aaron.
Oh, that's easy.
There was a
I
blank
don't.
sheet, and I was like, "Oh, sick!"
Yeah, it's a blank. It is a blank sheet.
You're
That is
like,
cor-
me too!
Yeah, I would love to know my process on taking notes. That would be amazing to learn. Are you saying you want me to kiss? Oh no, Graham, I'm not gonna repeat that out loud.
Errol.
Ugh, Farrell. Do you expect less though? It's Graham.
No.
Okay. In other words, we are gonna go ahead and dive right into tonight's chaos. Woo! I love this. Like, I found this music and it's so good.
I really don't appreciate how much the Twitch stream censors me. Every time I send any message, it's like, slow the fuck down. Calm down.
I know.
Every
I love
single-
it.
Hey, there are children here.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking Graham, you big baby.
Fair enough. Okay. What am I looking for? This. So the adventure has begun many moons ago. No, I'm just kidding. The FaeHunters have been contracted to find their quarry. The generals of the Clover Fallen that have been scattered about and hiding away here in the material plane. Oof. You guys have made it so far. Almost, I want to say it's been like a week and a half in the material plane. And so far, you've lost half your party. Well, let me
so weird.
let me break it down a little bit. After defeating your first general, you made yourself a new ally, Brundlestick, a large blue dragonborn that had been working for your first target, a man by the name of Newt, who was known as the Dealer, a provider of many things, both to the Feywilds and to the material plane and vice versa. As such, he kind of got caught up, obviously, in the wrong side of things and was taken out. On the way to the mainland, searching for further clues as to the location of your next quarry, the generals, the twins, you went and chartered a ship, and on the journey, one of your companions, Eleodora, vanished, presumed lost at sea during a tragic storm. Tragically lost at sea during a storm. That's what I meant. Upon reaching the mainland, Larry and the rest of the gang, Danissa, Nana.
Nana, you are now just the rest of the gang.
You are now the rest of the gang. Yeah, what up? Had gone to the city of Neverwinter, hoping to find a quicker way to reach the grandfather tree, their next alleged destination, without having to walk for 400 miles. Acquiring some horses, they stayed the night at a lovely little
shithole
mom and pop shop in. Basically, you Airbnb'd at this little place, and a whole bunch of stuff went down. A Fae portal was discovered in Neverwinter, which Fenrir was super excited about, but everybody else was super sus about his excitement about. And over the course of the evening, it was discovered that Fenrir had not been completely telling the truth as to his patron.
That's putting it mildly.
That is putting it mildly. And a couple of other things. When confronted, I guess you could say he was confronted. All your suspicions were confirmed, Larry, as he kind of went a little bit psycho and escaped from your grasp.
7 points.
So close. And he escaped from your grasp. That being said, a conversation was had with Lady Frostspring, the one who had hired you all to reach the material plane and find these generals. And it was confirmed. Fenrir was supposed to be a specialist in material plane, but he had not been talking to her as he had claimed. Now, with little choices left at their disposal, you guys continued on the journey. 7 days via horseback across forest and plain to reach the high forest, the location of the grandfather tree. Yes, yeah. And the place where Brundlestick is taking supplies to Fae soldiers, whom you hope will provide some light on the location of these generals. The journey was a little bit rough, I would imagine, as obviously you are camping it. So Leary was in her element, as was Danissa. No, maybe not so much. And upon reaching closer to the high forest, you guys had come across various sad sights, I guess you would say, as battlefields were discovered, remnants of this war that is tearing the Sword Coast after the invasion of the Thayan Empire. And you can see what material planers are capable of and the immense destruction and devastation that even for Fae, embroiled in your own war, was a little like, ugh. So now you are here in the High Forest, reaching the Oak Shadow Estate, a place set on the center. I was gonna say on the banks, but it is basically smack dab in the center of this river that runs through the High Forest. A building that is built up onto a tree, and you were welcomed by 2 older human women and a well-dressed Eladrin man who introduced himself as Delnaris. And as the one of the older women, Lahari, has introduced herself to you all and bid you to come into the villa to rest from your journey. This is where we find ourselves. So, as we cross this rope bridge towards the villa, as you're following Lahari and her sister Namanthra, Delnaris, are you walking along with the women, or are you kind of following behind the rest of the group?
I would probably be following, probably a little bit behind, yes. Making sure to usher them along so we don't have any stragglers.
Fair enough. Alrighty. That being the case then, as you guys are approaching, anything you two are doing in the meantime?
Nana's desperately trying not to fall over on a fucking rope bridge in heels.
It's not hard. This is a really well-made rope bridge, and it is very well maintained. It looks very old, but you can see that it is not A, poorly constructed, and B, it looks like... Make a perception check for me.
18.
You can notice even as you guys are walking, and it's like makes that little creaky sounds of your travel across the water. You can see where it looks like vines have wrapped themselves around the rope, almost as if to strengthen the entirety of the structure. It looks well maintained, both naturally and like artificially, but there's like an element of it being like nature that is keeping this rope bridge together. Anything else you guys are doing as you guys are walking across, or that?
I would like to pay close attention to the tree because we were told it was supposed to have something to do with like Fae and elf history. Just if there's anything I pick up on.
Make a nature check for me.
13.
With this knowledge that you have of this, was supposed to be like this great tree, it seems rather unimpressive and not. You don't get any sense of like anything Fae about it. It just seems like a really big oak that is here on this small little island at the edges of the waterfall, and they've built on this little island this villa. It's basically 3 stories. It kind of goes down kind of like leans down a little bit over the edges, but for the most part sits on that upper part of this waterfall and climbs up higher and just kind of progressively gets smaller. Very much aptly described by Nana last time as a mushroom. But it doesn't seem to be the tree that you were thinking of.
Okay.
You can hear Brundlestick speaking to Lahari and her sister. I know that we were supposed to be under the company of my employer. He stumbles. But I have come bringing supplies to some of your guests. I believe he trails off and waits for a reply.
Yes, and where is your employer?
Oh, he is allowing me to do this run on my own as a sort of test to my ability to aid the business. So I found these companions to keep me safe along the way.
And these companions have a connection to your employer?
They've met, yes.
Well, they are welcome in my home.
Good. Your other guests here, are they staying inside the villa, or
Yes, we have many rooms on the second floor, if they would like. We have plenty of space, some privacy, and I do believe one of them asked about a bath.
Oh, yes. She definitely could. You definitely has wanted a bath. Yes.
Can I fucking hear this?
Considering
well,
I'm behind
considering
you
the
and
back
he's in front.
and he's in the front, yes. You can see he just quickly tried to reword she has been needing one, as in she has been asking about it constantly. I'm a lot.
Drown this. I'm gonna push this lizard off the fucking bridge.
Very well said.
Yes, I too would like a bath. That if that's possible. We all would like a bath.
I will see to it that your baths are drawn.
Okay. Lahari comes to the entrance of this lowest section of the villa, and you can see it's it is a kind of open, even there are no windows. It's almost like this whole bottom section is a big lounge or lobby of a hotel. There are seating, and there is a large dining table. There are, towards the center, closest to the tree, you can see what looks like almost like a tavern bar kind of setup. A kitchen, some kitchen style utensils there, kind of surrounding. If you would, I'm trying to think the best way to describe this is almost like a hotel lobby where you just have everything to hang out there on the ground, but nobody really ever does hang out there. This is one of those situations, except it wraps around the entirety of the lobby.
Like continental breakfast that they offer that nobody touches.
Yeah. And it has a little bit of a balcony that sticks out past the edges of the roof, where you can kind of overlook the open forest and the river that kind of disappears deeper within. You can see at this point, since it is now evening, that some the little light bugs are dancing across the tops of the river off in the distance. So it gives it a very, for our Feywild companions, a very homey sense of that peaceful nature vibe to the space. But as you guys approach and are now in this on the lowest level, Lahari turns to you all and basically reconfirms what Delnaris has said. We do have up above on the second floor a few rooms that you are welcome to stay in. We do have some other guests that are currently staying on their travels through the forest. If you have any need for anything, Delnaris is here to provide you with whatever you desire. Please feel at ease here. and don't start any trouble. So I will speak to you, Brundlestick. If you'll come with me, I will make sure that we finish our transactions.
I will lead the rest of them to the accommodations.
Thank you, Delnaris.
Of course, my lady.
She walks over to Brundlestick, and Brundlestick looks back at you three, kind of like, ha. And Denis is like, I will go with you. And then goes off with Brundlestick and the two women as they go up the stairs.
Well, you must be exhausted from your travels, if you would like to follow me. Not very talkative, are you?
Just getting used to the place.
I've been on a godforsaken horse for days, walking through your shit show plain. Just take me somewhere quiet where I can sit down. To your big
All you could
mushroom.
ever want and more, my lady. Follow me.
I
Hannah
doubt
hasn't
that.
quite the hangover. I think she ran out of wine yesterday.
God, it feels so long ago.
I will lead them upstairs and show them their rooms and specifically where the baths are. I'll go ahead and fill one of them up and then take out a coin and use heat metal and drop it in there to just warm it up.
You know, it starts like heating. You can see the steam start rising from it. That initial hiss of hot metal hitting the water, and then you just kind of see it start to steam up a little bit. So looks cozy.
The bath is ready. If you do see a cat around, he's very friendly. And he answers the name of Mr. Biscuit. The ladies thought it was a wonderful name.
If Mr. Biscuit comes near me, I'm going to peg him into a wall. Keep your pets away from me.
He does his own thing. He's
Great.
Not really...
I
Never
hope
tried
you're
to
not
herd
attached.
cats. Quite the tongue on you. All right. Well, I will leave you to yourselves for now, and if you need anything, just call for me.
We will.
Closes the door.
Perfect. All right. So you two are left in the bathing chamber. There's probably about 4 large tubs that are in this room, and he has prepared 2 of them for you. You can see that there are plenty of drying implements, aka towels, set aside in a very big, large, open cupboard that is carved into the wall itself. It looks like this is actually part of the tree, as it's kind of set there aside. So you guys have free reign for the moment.
This isn't what I would hope a villa would be. It's just kind of like a big mushroom with baths, I guess. I was hoping for indoor heating.
I mean, we could go back to the horses if you wanted.
We can. No, it's fine. It's fine. I won't complain. Do we have to share a room? Wait,
I was
where
not-
do you go?
He ain't dealing with this shit any longer than he has to. I got a business to run, motherfucker.
We need like a little bell, like, come back here. More pillows.
There is a little bell.
Goes into the pool.
Is there actually a little bell?
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know.
It's kind of one of those like set into the wall kind of things. Very Cinderella, you know.
Excellent. Well, if you'll excuse me, I'm disgusting right now. And I need a bath and I need wine. Is there wine? He said there would be wine.
There's probably wine, like, there's probably a bar up against the wall.
Yeah.
Lyri's like already getting ready and into a bath.
Yeah. I'm gonna beeline to that fucking bar.
Lots
And
of
I
labelless large green bottles.
Great. I'm grabbing one for me and one for Leary.
You're gonna drink like bath oil on accident.
Fuck it. Sure.
Maybe it is.
It's a bunch
all
of
soap.
It's all myrrh. It's just a bunch of frankincense and myrrh.
As if she's gonna fucking notice.
Just really strong. Woohoo! All right. So, as you settle in, it is a very relaxing hot bath. It eases the joints and the muscles, and you just kind of feel peaceful. Whoa, this music got a little more.
We're about to fight the cat.
Mr. Biscuit is pissed off at you now.
He's got a little knife for you.
Isn't that all cats? They all want to murder you when you're not paying attention.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's where we find out Mr. Biscuit's like a displacer beast or something.
Maybe.
Just a large tiger. Like, oh, this is Mr. Biscuit. Like,
Yeah.
Just holding a gigantic tiger.
all right. So, you spend some time getting settled. As you are enjoying your bath, the door opens. And a stern-looking human woman walks in. You can see that there is some bandages on her arm. And they don't look like they're like, you know, like grave wounds will have like that little patch of red that's kind of soaking through or whatever. These look relatively clean, but there's still kind of bandage on there. She has a towel wrapped around her body, and she's got her hair kind of cut just above the shoulders. And she kind of walks in and goes, "Oh, hello." Goes over to one of the other baths and draws some water from the side. Where,
Are you one of the other guests?
Yes. I am. My name is Iona. And you two?
Do
I'm
not talk to
Leary.
me while
This
I
is
am
Nana.
naked.
Nana needs to get drunk again very quickly.
She's getting nice. Nana's getting like progressively nicer, but like, do not talk to her while she's naked.
Of course.
You are not here right now.
I am not here right now. That is fine. I am just here to clean off and relax, just as you are.
Do you need help with whatever this is?
Oh no, don't fuss. I've already had enough fussing as it is. I'm fine. It's just a little accident. I'm fine. I appreciate it, but I'm fine. She looks around and she's like, Daenerys?
Yes.
Would you mind heating the water for me?
But of course. He comes back in, averting his eyes, and takes out another coin, heats it up, drops it in the water.
Thank
If there'll be anything
Daenerys, is
Yes,
this
ma'am.
your place, or do you just work here?
I am the keeper of these grounds, yes.
He does a very fine job. Once you get a chance to see the work he puts into it, it's quite marvelous.
Is there anything else I can do for you? More alcohol, more,
If you have to ask, the answer is yes.
At this point, the coin has stopped heating up. You're doing it full again.
She doesn't notice.
Wonderful.
Is there a way we could get our clothes cleaned?
Of course. laundering services is not really in my wheelhouse, but I can.
Well, maybe you should
definitely-
add it to your wheelhouse.
Very
Nana,
nice that you come
he's
into my
given you
home and start
wine.
ordering me around.
He has given you a hot bath.
I'm sorry, I thought you were
He
some
will
kind
give
of
you a
butler.
clean dress.
No, I'm the general manager of the estate.
Well, you talk a lot, don't you? Wine, clothes, maybe get out of the bathhouse while we're bathing.
Wonderful.
You can see Iona's face is just like watching this exchange go back and forth, like, okay.
And Leary, was it?
Yes,
If you need anything, please come find me.
of course.
Nana, go fuck yourself. Closes the door.
Well, I'm not giving it a very good Yelp review. 1 star.
The fuck is Yelp?
The sound she's gonna make when when she sits on the coin. Yes. So, as you are now, you know what? Let me change this so that it is not constantly making water noises. As you guys are relaxing, and Iona is sliding into her own tub as well. Leary, make a perception check for me.
17.
Shh. Okay. As she's getting in, you have. Yeah. How do I put this? You have a understanding of what a warrior's body looks like. This is someone who fights frequently. And you can see that even though she has that one bandage, she still has various scars on her body that you also would recognize as those related to warfare and healing over them, but maybe not to complete so much that it completely removes any sign of, the wound there. But she gets in and she doesn't say anything more, although occasionally she does look over at Nana, just like out the corner of her eye, just doesn't say anything, continues to sink down until it's just barely like the top of her head is visible above the tub, but she just doesn't say anything. But the water starts to cool, and you guys feel like you are clean enough. Your clothes are brought back a little bit later, and they have been cleansed and refreshed.
Thanks to Bueno.
The flames of justice.
Yes, they were all on fire. Barbecue clothes.
Leary's Leary's are pristine. Nana's are covered in soot.
Bitch.
I don't know about you, Nana, but I'm gonna go exploring.
Yeah, I mean, don't touch anything. This place looks pretty gross. You might catch something.
You
Don't catch any bed bugs, tree lice. You never
Wow,
know
but-
what's gonna be in a tree house.
It is just kind of like a glorified treehouse, isn't it? With like
It's
a
the best
little
kind.
glowing butler thing. It's kind of fun.
glowing butler thing. All right. The nerve on this lady. So you both are given your own room, and it's actually really well furnished for what it is. It is very much a tree house or carved into a tree. However, there is very comfortable looking bed, and everything is like that level of when you go to someone's house and like you can tell like the blankets and stuff are old, but they're like old in that comfortable kind of way, not like old scratchy. They're just, there's like a hominess to all the furniture and the bed.
Meemaw
And,
quilted this.
yeah, something like that. It just feels homey, like you just instantly feel at peace here. So you guys have your own little rooms, and you guys have been set up sequentially. So it's like whoever takes the first, there are 4 rooms that are just in sequence. And this second floor, whereas the center rooms are like the bathing house and a few other larger rooms, it seems like the outer rooms that circle this second floor are all the guest rooms, where they have almost like a little mini balcony that overlooks the lower section of the villa as well as the forest outside.
Well, Lyria's not going to stay in her room. She's going to go explore and see who she can meet and what she can see.
Okay. Nana, what are you doing?
For the time being, I am sitting on the bed, fucking after my cold ass bath. Thank you very much, DiGiorno. And trying to get fucking soot out of my clothes.
Okay. It is, your clothes are cleaned. They have been
It's
cleaned.
not delivery, it's DiGiorno.
I think that is the line, isn't it? It's not Delnaris, it's DiGiorno.
It's not Delnaris, it's DiGiorno.
I love it.
For the time being, I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay. Larry, what are you wanting to see or do?
Just explore, see if I run into any more guests, get a feel for this tree that is quite wonderful.
Okay. As you explore, I guess you do run across in the hallway a large, fluffy cat, like Maine Coon, kind of large, fluffy.
I love that Mars like, no.
Don't trust it.
And
That's a
by that.
human.
Well, hello, Mr. Biscuit.
Mr. Biscuit just looks at you imperiously as he like sits there and just like that, you know, that very like lazy cat eye blink that they do, and just like sits in the corner.
Hold on. I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals.
Oh my god.
Never gotta have it.
Okay. What are you saying?
All right, Mr. Biscuit, I know you've got all the best secrets about this place.
It raises an eyebrow, but doesn't reply right away.
Oh, it's brain dead.
Oh no.
It's not as dumb as the shark.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Oh wow, I forgot. Nom nom. That was so great. Yeah, this cat is just like, you can see that there is an understanding, but he's waiting for you to say more.
Don't worry, I'm not trying to do anything nefarious. I'm just trying to find out anything interesting. I like trees.
Like looks over at the stairs that lead down as if saying, be my guest. But you get that there is understanding there. He is just like, you know, he eventually seeing you like just continue, gets up and does like the little back stretch.
We'll chat later. I'll bring
Before
you a
like
treat.
walking towards the stairs that lead down into the main section, and kind of stops at the stairs and looks to see if you're gonna go or not.
I will follow the cat.
The cat goes down the stairs into the main loungy area and just kind of like walks over towards the section that has the bridge that goes back out into the woods. leaps up onto one of the couches and then just immediately like lays down and makes himself comfortable, as if like waiting to see what you're gonna do.
I'll go sit by the cat.
Okay.
You're on a date with a cat. Congrats.
Fuck.
Yeah.
You really will go with anyone.
Wow. All right. Let's see here.
Just a second.
Sure. Nana,
What up?
what is going through your head? What are you doing right now?
Is there a view from the room?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm just trying to look out and see if I can see like anyone, see where we came from.
Sure.
Just trying to get like some air and like desperately trying to get like knots and tangles out of hair.
For sure. As you have this large... It's not a fancy comb, but it is really well made. And is doing a really good job of like brushing through those tangles. As you go over to the small balcony, it has these like curtains that are drawn on it, and open it up to look out into the twilight light as this forest is starting to get dark in the corners. You can see that it is lit up near the villa itself, and kind of casts this light over the water, and you find that it's just so very naturey but yet tranquil.
Gross.
And your mind starts kind of going back to, you know, your last couple of weeks of just like being traveling and the things that you have seen. You can see the rope bridge that you guys had crossed to get here. And if you look the other direction, you can see another rope bridge that leads off into the woods, and what looks like, not too far off in that direction, another group of lights, like another set of buildings, and you can kind of see just the faint movement of what looks like water in a large wheel over in that direction. Like almost like a mill kind of thing. Those kind of wheels. But it is not far from this main building. It just looks like this river kind of starts to branch out into a bunch of smaller ones, and it looks like they have built maybe one of the mills that is over there. You can see that wheel kind of turning in the distance, and there looks like lantern light that is lit up all around that mill.
Okay. I'm gonna go and try and find Brundlestick.
Okay. Alrighty. So when you exit, do you want to try and go for the door?
Yeah, I'll go.
Where he
I'll
say-
just go down through the fucking lobby or whatever.
Or go into the lobby?
I
Okay,
assume
just kinda
that's
look
where
around.
the lizard would be.
Possibly. I mean, he is like, so he either has, it's one of the rooms that's next to you. And then she kind of looking around, you don't see him downstairs. You see Leary maybe sitting on the couch with the cat.
On a date.
Yeah.
I'll go up to Leary.
Okay.
Wow, Denissa, you look so good. You've lost some weight.
I was
Have
like,
you
took me
seen-
a second. I was like, huh? Oh, the cat.
Mr. Biscuit, you could scratch her if you want. She is nefarious.
Mr. Biscuit, I will hold you down and skin you alive. Have you seen Brundlestick?
The cat hisses at you.
Yeah. Little rat.
You haven't seen Brownsteak, but you haven't seen Denissa or the two older ladies either, since they had gone upstairs.
Oh my god, is the cat Denissa? Has something terrible happened to Denissa?
She's been polymorphed by the forest.
Yeah, fucking DeChornos. They did crime to Denissa.
The cat doesn't
Have you-
look particularly pleased, but doesn't look too phased at you either. It's like almost like, as much as it in that moment was just like at you, it instantly forgot you and just kind of gets up and walks to the other side of Leary and sits down on their armrest.
Have you looked around this place at all? Have you left the lobby?
No, but I am soon.
It looks quite large. There's like, I don't know. Is this a hotel? I'm very confused. Is this a hotel or someone's house?
I mean, people live here.
I don't know. Something about this is very weird. And as happy as I am to have a warm bath, I really need to find Brundlestick. I need to have a chat with him.
Brundlestick.
Candlestick. I don't know. Whatever
Dragonborn
his
whose
name
name you can't remember. You actually
Yes.
want to talk to him.
I know. Little miracles.
Are you sure you're okay?
No, I might be dying, but we'll find the lizard.
Well, good luck.
Thank you. All right. Have fun on your date. Try not to get fleas. Use protection. I don't know. And then I'll head for the door.
Okay. Going, considering this lower section doesn't really have doors, you can either go out to, we'll say, the right will lead you out the way you guys came across the rope bridge. To the left will lead you in the direction of the other rope bridge and where the mills look like they were in the distance.
I'll head left.
Okay. Going kind of around this large circle, past this large table that looks partially set up for eating, partially vacant.
Oh, fuck, the last time we ate outdoors at a big event, we killed a bunch of people. We did a mass murder.
We only killed 2 people.
I'm sure that would not be the case this time. Sure. Right. Going out. You find that there is another lounge section that faces that mill. And there in this little section, you can see that there is a small fireplace. And this is not the right music.
Yeah, I'm about to get haunted.
Yeah.
Fireplace.
Yeah. There is a small fireplace that is there, along with Iona, the girl that you had seen earlier in the baths, a blue dragonborn, but a woman, a female blue dragonborn, and a half-elven male that they seem to be kind of chilling and talking near this fireplace.
I don't want to hang out with these fucking degenerates.
Okay. I mean, the rope bridge opening, or like that doorway that leads to that rope bridge, is like right there, close to where they're at. All
right. I'm gonna go and ask the lizard if he's seen the lizard. If Lady Lizard has seen the other lizard.
Oh, okay. I was like,
I'm a fucking racist. I assume they all know each other.
Okay. So you go over and you can see them kind of stop talking as you approach, and make either insight or perception check for me, whichever you prefer.
Both are bad. Insight. 4.
Okay. Yeah. So as you approach, So as you approach, they kind of look up at you expectantly, and Iona ventures to speak. How was your bath?
It was needed. I've had a very long trip. Sorry, I'm not normally like that. I've had a few days. Hopefully yours was good.
Yeah, yes, it was very nice. The Dragonborn woman kind of like has a little mug that she had been sipping on, and she kind of sets it down on her lap and cocks her head to the side. So where are you from, dearie?
Oh God, I don't know. I've been traveling so long, I can barely remember. I hit my head, and I can't remember anything.
Oh no, that's very sad. Are you quite alright? And she like reaches up a hand, not like she's anywhere close to being able to touch you, because she's like seated at like a couch opposite to you, but she just kind of does that little, "Are you all right?"
Yes, I'll be fine. Just a bath, and it's been eaten. There was this adorable little cat walking around that I gave a little cuddle to. So I'm having.
Oh
It's
yes,
better.
Mr. Biscuit is quite nice. He
Oh,
likes to venture around a bit. You'll find him in the most strange places, but that is, I think, what cats are special at doing.
Oh, that's why I love them.
Hmm.
I'm looking for Brundlestick, a dragonborn. I think I saw him around here a little while ago. Have you seen him?
Brundlestick? I don't believe that I've had the pleasure of making his acquaintance. I do know that the mistresses are currently upstairs speaking with someone, so I'm assuming that that's probably where he is. Is this a friend, a companion of yours that you have traveled with?
Yes, he's a good boy.
How nice.
Good boy.
That's nice.
What's your the lovely man who works here, the DeJornos?
Delnaris.
DeJornos, yes.
Yes, he's a very good man. He works very hard keeping this place going. He has been a most gracious host.
Okay. I'll have to have a word with him then. He does such good work here. He's been so lovely. So
Iona,
patient.
Iona's like, just, you know, he does work very hard, so just try and, he is busy, very busy man, so if he seems not attentive enough to your standards, just keep that in mind, that he does do as best as he can. He is only one man after all.
Of course. Well, thank you. I'll try and find my lizard friend.
You can see the woman dragonborn just kind of like cocks her head to the side
Yeah,
when you
casual
say,
racism.
Yeah, just like, it was
Thank you.
What was your name, dear?
Belladonna.
Belladonna. It is such a beautiful name. I'm
Thank you.
Mia Khan. I believe you have met Iona, and this is our friend Varan. She gestures over to the elven man, and you see him like he's just very casually leaning into the sofa where he's at with his arm out, and he's just looking up at you with this smirk of a smile. This it's not so much like it's not what I would say a creepy smile. He just seems entertained by the whole interaction that has just happened.
Oh no, I mean gross. He's short. I don't have time for him.
He's not short. I just said he was like laying down. He doesn't look short. Looks
Okay.
probably
Important.
Yeah, closer to just pushing like 6 foot.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Okay. Then you turn around then.
Yeah, I'm heading back to wherever they said the lizard was.
Alrighty.
That piece of shit lizard.
You turn around and you see you see that Mr. Biscuit is like
Oh, fuck you.
right there, like just like standing in the pathway between you. Like basically, you just turn around and he's like probably like 4 or 5 feet away from you, just like standing there looking up at you.
Fuck. All right. Oh, Mr. Biscuit! There you are, buddy. Had fun with Leary? Want to go back to Leary?
I love this so much. Okay.
You're
So-
so evil.
I know. I just
Look at
know
my-
that she doesn't like
I'm
cats
wondering
too
if I have
much.
any spells to fucking kill the cat. Like, just have it drop dead. I could
Wow.
do fucking. Does charm person work on animals?
I think if it works on creatures, maybe.
If not, I have fucking mind spike. I can give it a stroke.
Oh no.
No, charm person is on the humanoid.
Oh, okay, it does say humanoid. Do you just like leave the cat alone and go?
Oh,
on
I'm
your way in
trying to
peace?
like step around it.
Oh yeah, I don't think he doesn't do anything. He just kind of
Thank
like
God.
does the whole like head watching you thing as you walk past him. Mind you, like I said,
Bye, Mr.
this
Biscuit.
is a large fluffy cat. But just kind of watches you as you pass by. A little paw kind of goes out, like not like trying to get you. It just kind of
Oh,
like
Nana
just-
Nana
just
like
kinda,
does
like,
like
moves
a
towards you.
flinch. Yeah, she's definitely like flinches away from it.
just like okay, just like walks past. Nice. Okay. So, you walk back towards the way you came. Leary, after watching Mr. Biscuit leap off and kind of like trail after Nana very slow and casually, what are you doing?
You get shit. Your cat girlfriend likes me better.
All
Stole
right,
your
see,
girlfriend.
catch you later, Mr. Biscuit. And I'm gonna like head upstairs. Well, if there is an unmanned bar on the first level, I will
Mhm.
stop and grab something from it.
There is. There's plenty to choose from, as there are plenty of wines and various bottles that you can like uncork and take a sniff at if you wish to see what you can find there. I will say you probably. What is your passive perception? I need to write this stuff down so that I can have it around me all the time. I always forget.
16.
16. I will say you can hear the sound of voices coming from around the corner out of sight.
It's probably like meat or something that I've made or something like that, just hanging around.
Yeah, I'll grab some.
Nice. Do you just grab the bottle or do you just grab a glass?
I'm not Nana. I'll just grab a glass.
Yeah, make it two. Okay. Once you grab your alcohols, you're finished. You had just finishing pouring your drink whenever you see Nana come past you, from that direction. Before
Conversation, Nana. Did you find what you were looking for?
No, I couldn't even find the goddamn lizard. I found a different lizard. They're everywhere. They're like bloody rats. Have you seen him? Or Denissa,
No.
for that matter. Or the
Nope.
DD, I can't remember.
Didi?
The D something.
Nope.
Wait, are you holding a glass of alcohol right now?
Yes.
Nana's just gonna thanks.
I'm gonna see Nana walk over and I'll just like finish it.
So fucking rude. Kids these days. I'm gonna give Leary like a look, just like fair enough. Okay. Alright, have you found anything useful?
Not yet. But the night's still young.
Hmm. Can I hear the voices?
Well,
Isn't that
the
you just
the voices was the voices were the conversation that you just had.
Ah, fuck.
From
NM.
around the corner.
Yeah,
Just
Alright.
NM. I was like,
Never mind.
huh? Oh, you're listen, old person here. I'm like, what? You have to say the words.
I was told to come up to the second floor, that apparently those old ladies were up here having a chat. I thought maybe they'd all be together. Haven't seen anything?
I mean, I'm still on the first floor.
Oh, fuck, I'm so confused.
You
I might be
remember.
drunk.
No. I didn't know if you were asking me
the bath
or if you were
was
asking.
just full of alcohol.
Yeah.
I mean, there
And
you are a
fucking
bottle
con.
of wine in already. No, but I was. Are you asking me or are you asking Leary?
Leary.
Okay, yeah, because you guys are on the first floor. The second floor
Oh,
is
okay.
where the rooms are on the outside, and then there's like one of the rooms on the center was the baths, I should say. And then there
Alright,
is a staircase that goes further up.
I think Nana's gonna fucking give up and just sit downstairs on the first floor.
Okay.
I will pour myself another glass and go head towards the voices.
Okay. As you come around the corner of the bar and head towards where you heard the voices, okay. You see that other small lounge. You see the doorway that leads to another rope bridge that goes across the other side of this river. And you see those three individuals. Iona, a blue dragonborn that seems to be dressed in this like loose-fitting tunic and robe, almost like robe bottom a little bit. It's kind of very loose-fitting clothing, basically. Very comfortable. And a half-elf man. You see he has almost umber dark skin. His hair is shaved very closely. Got a very well manicured beard. He is like currently still in the same position that Nana had seen him, just like one leg crossed over the other, one arm over an empty section of the sofa as he's like leaning back and talking with his companions there. But as he's taking a sip, like brings it down very slowly, looking up at you. And Iona, whose back is at an angle but kind of facing you, she kind of turns her head and she goes, hello. Just missed your friend.
She's looking for someone.
Oh, yes. Another friend of yours, right? The Brandlestick, I think it was?
Yes, Brandlestick.
The Dragonborn woman, like, nods. Very interesting woman that you are traveling with.
Yes, it's been a long journey with her.
She strikes me as the kind that is particular, but best when you get to know her, probably.
Say yes.
We'll figure that out eventually.
The elven man who's leaning back is just kind of like, so what brings you to a place like this?
Do I recognize him?
Make a perception check for me, or insight.
It's your dad.
18.
He is a dad.
He is. No, he does. He's not familiar, but he has a very magnetic, suave, like vibe to him, and don't know too many half elves. So I would say that you recognize him for not being of full elf blood, but he doesn't look any familiar to you. He's just very, very confident.
What was the last thing he said?
I just asking what brings you to a place like this.
It's where we find ourselves on our journey.
And by chance, he kind of leans forward. You gonna be staying here a while?
Perhaps. And what about you?
He looks over at the Dragonborn and at Iona. We're probably gonna be sticking around for a bit. Probably. If you're, free tomorrow, I can show you around some of the other places nearby, if you would like.
Well, I do love forest.
Don't we all? You can almost hear the eye roll that Iona does, like, she's not even looking at you, but you can almost just hear it, just like the room groan of just like,
I know.
the Dragonborn woman leans forward and like looking at him and then looking over at you. Yes, perhaps we can all show you around. We wouldn't want you traveling alone with Varan. He tends to get lost in elven eyes. She kind of looks over at him accusatorially. Hey, that's more of my brother's business, not mine. I meant well. She kind of
You
just
wouldn't
like
be the
shushes him.
first.
If I may, this, I cannot help but wonder if this Brundlestick, is he by chance coming bearing gifts?
It depends on who's asking.
I will take that as a yes. We are here to receive those gifts, I believe. We appreciate you and your companions making the journey through these dangerous times. Your friend is traveling with Brundlestick as well? You strike me as the bold type. She not so much.
Bitch.
She can handle her own in a fight.
Son of a.
Bitch.
That is good to know. It's very unassuming. Probably a good cover then. She hides her talent well. Well, I mean, no disrespect for your privacy. I was just curious. This villa does not get very many travelers or visitors. So, the fact that you have made it this far means that you are coming here for a purpose. I was merely curious if that purpose was the same as ours.
We seem to have mutual goals.
Hiding away from the Empire as well, then.
Not being comfortable with one group deciding to hide all the magic for themselves. And we've seen evidence of the scars they've left across the land.
Make an insight check.
Natural 20 for a
Ooh.
26.
Shit.
You can see that at this last bit of the conversation, everyone tenses. And it's not like they're not like danger tense. It's just like that. You can tell that they've all been affected by whatever it is that's going on. You see Varan's face become less roguish and very stern. You can even see from where you're standing, and Iota at an angle from you, you can just see her like posture like tense. And even the Dragonborn kind of seems to get lost in thought for a moment. Nonetheless, thank you for what you have done to bring these things to us. It will help, we hope, in the long run.
Well, we're not unfamiliar with similar scars where I'm from.
Well, to healing those scars then. Nana, you are going upstairs.
As you said that, my dog farted. That was incredible timing. Insane.
Hobby.
Nice.
Yeah.
After Larry leaves, you can hear her start to have that conversation around the corner. You're gonna go upstairs.
I kind of want to eavesdrop on it.
You sure? You can do what you want.
Yeah. I want to listen in on that conversation.
Alrighty. So make a perception check for me.
Fuck. Hey, 15.
Okay. I would say that you kind of lean in a little bit, and you can kind of catch some of the words floating from around the corner. Mr. Biscuits jumps up on the bar in front of you.
Biscuits!
And just like sits there staring.
I don't have to speak with animals, but are you a person? What are you?
The eyes just stare at you intently and then blink slowly and then look away as if suddenly now uninterested.
This is a fucking garlic situation again. This thing's gonna turn into a dragon. I'm going to try and appease Mr. Biscuit.
Okay.
Sorry about before. Not good with animals. Good with cats. Can I give him some alcohol?
Maybe. Oh, look at that. Iskra's. Who's the inspiration for Iskra? She gave inspiration to someone.
To give the cat alcohol.
I would have you make a, I guess, animal handling.
All right. So I think I'm
Murder
like
the cat.
-1.
-1.
That's fucking hilarious. 15.
Wow.
Give the cat some wine.
Okay.
Remember that I was good to you, cat.
The cat like looks over and kind of sniffs at the little bit of the wine there, and kind of like looks over at you.
Can I attempt to give it a pat?
You attempt to give it a pat as you have like you're just like doing this, and suddenly the cat shifts form and
Mother, I told you.
and turns into like a snake that falls into the glass that you're holding.
I fucking told you. I told you. Did I tell you? I told them. I told everybody. Okay.
What is your reaction as you just like whoop?
I feel like God, would she be fucking terrified of snakes?
I don't know.
She
I
probably
mean, the cat that you were kind of like hesitant about just shifted very randomly, so I don't know.
All right, I've got like this shaky hand of like but then like I remember Garlic, and Garlic was fucking amazing. Like Garlic, even though that guy was fucking weird and he's dead and I have his shit now, like that's pretty cool. That's pretty cute. That could be helpful. Can I try and take the snake out of the cup?
Sure. Make another animal handling check, as it's now like not. I mean,
hey,
it's not. Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's gonna bite you or anything, but it's not like it's not being what's it called? Cooperative. It's just kind of like.
I'm just gonna fucking take my snake cup with me then. Like, I'll just leave the fucking snake in the cup, just like.
Please add snake cup to your inventory.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So, let's see. All right, you have a little cup with a snake in it. As you're just climbing. What are you doing with your snake cup?
I feel like her brain's just gone like blank. Like everything that she was trying to accomplish is just like, fuck, there's a snake in this cup.
Yep, tiny. It's just like a tiny little garden snake. Just like it's like peeking up above the the wine that I guess you can drink later if you want an extra spice to your life.
Yeah, I got snake wine. It a whole new take to it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna. Fuck, what am I gonna do? I think I gotta show Leary this fucking snake.
Okay.
Like I'm having like a full toddler moment to be like, fuck, what the fuck?
Okay. As you have this in your glass, and you're like, you leave the glass there on the counter, or are you taking it with you?
No, I'm taking that glass with me. I'm gonna go offer Leary a drink.
Okay. So, you go over around the corner as Leary's coming back this direction, I guess. Or no. We left at the little cheers.
Stayed,
yeah. You left at the little cheers thing. So you come around the corner, and they're in the process of like sipping from that cheers moment.
Oh fuck! I forgot these people were here. Just like she's like coming around the corner to be like, "There's a fucking snake in this cup," and she sees like the people.
Everybody.
And she's like, oh, God damn it! Forgot about this.
And Leary probably would have like sat down next to Viren.
Okay.
I'm just gonna like almost like ignoring everyone else. Just be like, "This was a cat."
You look down at your glass, and there's no snake in your glass.
The wine was a cat.
Fucking hell. She's just gonna like sit down. She's just gonna sit. She's like, look at the wine. Like, oh my god, I had so much wine.
How strong does Delnaris make the wine here?
Well, given the amount of time that he has stayed on this estate, he has perfected his brews exceptionally.
Nana, you might be.
Look back over it now.
Yeah.
Out.
Nana, you might need to go lie down, dear.
If you don't mind, I'll just sit out here with you guys for a bit, get some fresh air. Has anyone seen the cat?
No. Oh, Delnaris. And she like talks past you guys, and you hear his response from behind you.
Oh fuck! No!
What?
No! Is that fucking no?
No, you just hear you hear the footsteps coming up around the corner, and he's like, Delnaris, have you seen Mr.
Yes,
Biscuit?
I think I saw him going over towards the grandfather tree about 20 minutes ago.
Oh.
Are you
See?
the cat?
Am I the what?
Are you Mr. Biscuit?
No.
How much has she had to drink?
Quite a lot.
A bit. Yes. I think she got, you see Iona just like immediately, oh, there was a bottle in the bath, and then at least 2 just now.
Oh,
I mean, but normally that's normal for Nana, but I've heard that you do make very good wine.
It is, well, it is 150 proof. It's not really a wine as much as it is a liquor.
You fucking texture fluid. Nana is like having like a genuine like, oh my god, am I going senior citizen? Am I having a stroke?
It's
What
finally
just
happened. She's
Do you smell
crap.
toast?
Yeah, it's happening.
No.
Are you alright? Do you need help?
I think Nana needs to go lie down.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Is the bath too hot for you?
No, opposite. But I'm fine. Just need to sit.
Right.
She said her wine used to be a cat.
No, it used to be a snake.
Now this is the first time
It was a
mentioned
cat
snake,
before the snake. I don't
and
know.
now it's wine.
Right.
Nana, dear, you've been through a lot the past week, and we haven't really talked about it.
Oh.
She's gonna make like that high pitched noise that that girl in Encanto makes.
Delnaris. The Dragonborn, Miakan, just like sits up suddenly, like, oh, if you need privacy, then we can go up to our rooms. It is
No, it's fine.
getting close to that time anyway. Are you sure, dear? We don't want to intrude on that personal business. Varen, who's there sitting kind of close to you, is like, by all means, if you want to talk, feel free. You are among friends here.
Nana doesn't give a fuck about anything that's happening right now. She's pretty
Well,
sure
then I
she
would
started
prefer not to have
dementia.
to-
She's
Varen, I would prefer not to have to wash the sheets again. Please, contain yourself.
ew. At that
He just
comment,
kinda-
she's gonna kind
Yeah,
of
me
look at him
personally,
like,
I'm like, ugh. But Lyra's like,
Yeah,
okay.
we both look at this same person, just like, oh.
He just kind of like shrugs. Wasn't
Shit.
But do I? No, he doesn't shit the bed. Your rooms are quite ready if you would like to retire for the evening.
I think I'm going to go and check on my brother, make sure he hasn't made a fool of himself, as he usually does. It was a pleasure meeting you both. Vanellope, what was your name again? He looks over at Nana.
Bella, I was just like, Belladonna.
Almost had you. And you.
Leeches.
It completely ignores you and is focused on Leary.
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 I go by a very specific name, Tres Leeches.
Less leeches. In this economy? Okay.
Never.
He takes a bow. Varen Thyre. It was a pleasure. If you see another shorter, younger, not as handsome version, that's my brother. Just
How much shorter?
I'm only about like yay tall.
Gross.
Oh, don't worry. I believe his interests lie elsewhere, so you are safe. I am going to go retire for the evening.
If you wouldn't mind escorting me upstairs, I don't know how to get around well yet.
I would not mind at all. He extends an arm. Well, he extends a hand out first to help you up, and then extends an arm.
Detergent.
No, she's just like, fuck again.
I'm genuinely gonna look at Leary just like, oh my god. Fucking-
And Larry's just gonna shrug. Nana, you really need to go to sleep.
I'm gonna find this fucking cat.
I mean, you have a chance for a bed for the first time in a long time, and you're gonna go chase the cat. But I'm not one to judge, so
You're about to sleep with someone who looks like that, so I'm gonna go find a cat.
He just kind of like, yeah,
don't worry. Nana's taste is questionable at the best of times.
I wasn't making any assumptions. He leads you around and away from everybody else. Mia, the Dragonborn, just kind of like, are you sure you are all right? Looking at Nana.
I might go to bed, but the cat did some stuff, and it's not in my head.
Well, Mr. Biscuit is known to get around rather quickly, so this is what cats do. They get in your head sometimes. I used to have one as a familiar once. Decided it wasn't for me.
Yes, Mr. Biscuit is quite a wily one.
Well, Mr. Biscuit was a snake for a little bit there, so let's not forget that.
That would definitely be a first, but it's possible. Who knows? The woods are filled with strange and miraculous creatures.
She's gonna make that little like noise and just fucking get up and not like speed walk, but very quickly like head upstairs. Like, Yeah, full mental breakdown.
I'm going to sit down and prop my feet up.
Mia looks over at you. So, what do you think of these people?
More trouble than they're worth.
But they brought us the supplies, right?
And a boatload of questions.
Well,
Who ever heard of Brundlestick traveling without his employer?
were we to look a gift dragon in the mouth?
Well, I have my duties and you have yours.
We do. I don't believe that our friends would have allowed them to get this far if they did not have their own reasons. Perhaps I will go and speak with them. Are they still over at the mill?
Of course.
She kind of narrows her eyes at Nana's leaving. Sometimes some people are so curious. She gets up and brushes herself off.
Alcohol is a hell of a drug, isn't it?
Ugh. Tell me about it. So, still, I cannot help myself but enjoy your finest. And she takes another sip. Who knows when I will be able to drink such good stock again. Well,
It burns like moonshine, let me tell you.
you can see her just kind of enjoying the burn as it goes down her throat. And she's like, Well, let us go, Iona. Shall we go and speak to our Fae companions then? Iona gets up.
I shall accompany you later on.
Okay,
See to a few things around here before I continue.
fair enough. Good night, Daenerys. We'll see you when we see you.
Good night, Ryan.
She goes and starts to cross the bridge across to the other side of the river. And that is where we will go on break. As we will see what happens next in this
Nana
suspicious...
gets put into a fucking home.
It's okay. That's what we're here for, is to just finish pushing you over the edge.
Amazing.
We just need that one little push.
Just a little push.
She was so close. She was
You
so
see a
close.
cat turn into a snake, and suddenly you're like, "Whoa, everything's crazy."
I think it's more no one believing her that the
Mhm.
cat was a fucking snake is just like, oh fuck.
But you're a
Oh,
druid,
shit.
aren't you?
I'm just a
Fuck.
commoner.
You're just wild shaping around I'm gonna
No,
fuck
I'm-
Nana tonight.
Yeah,
Leary's over there being like, hey, so let's dish. And you're just like,
No, I am a guest character. I am just here for roleplay.
Yeah, totally. Nana gets sent to the Fae farm. That's the next
Yeah.
episode. All right.
You know,
we'll
there's
see
a lot of space for her to run. She'll be really happy.
I love what Graham,
give
Graham was
her-
like, none of this is actually happening. She's just drowning in the bath.
Oh, no, that would be really great. I guess we'll find out after the break. Bye. Yay, we're back. All right, so, hello everyone. Hello, Raiders. So the NPC was almost as hot as Aaron. Thanks, Shanks, but no, this NPC is much finer than I. Oh no.
Look at us all. No.
Stop! Jesus, can't take you guys anywhere. I swear.
Jesus can't help you now.
Oh.
Even Iskra, impossible. Yeah.
Okay, all right, Iskra, you're fired. Presses X to doubt. Nice.
Have to pay respects.
All right.
Drummy,
Aaron's not hot.
it's true.
Oh, thanks, Drummy. What thanks? So.
Everyone compliment Aaron. It makes him uncomfortable.
No.
Yeah, fucking do it.
No.
Fucking
oh,
do
look
it.
at that.
Can I redeem my 34,000 channel points to make everyone compliment Aaron?
No.
Yeah, what do I press?
No, please, no. There is no button. The stream will end. I think
Do
that's what
it
happens.
now.
Oh, look at that. I think I'm losing connection. Sorry, guys. I'm
going
going through a
tunnel.
Going through a tunnel.
Bean is
A tunnel.
judging you hardcore right now.
I know.
Yeah.
Mother, why does he not accept the compliments?
Oh no.
I think it's more like, mother, are any of them horses?
I wish to
I love
bark
it.
at the horses,
It looks
mother.
for here. It looks like Nana, the drawing of Nana is like about to offer Bean some wine, which I guess is on point for Nana having offered the cat some wine a minute ago.
Oh, look, it looks like he's drinking it. There we go.
Yeah,
Good
no.
boy.
Oh.
That's my
Good
son.
Bean.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so
Mother, I wish to see the majestic clip-clops.
the good claws.
Mother, fight bravely. Roll high. Feed
Roll
me
high.
dice.
Oh no. Okay, so Nana, you have gone up to your room. Leary, on your way up to your room, escorted by the half elven man Varen Thyre. Maybe I should just go with Tyre, because if I say it's Thire, and I was gonna say Tyre like Tyre, but and then I went with Thyre, and I was like, now it just sounds like another word with a lisp, and I'm doing it to myself again.
Oh, fam.
Not another mythal. Not a mythal. Fire the mythal. Anyway.
Yes, fire, I come to you.
Fire. And I was like, no, what have I done? I did this to myself again.
Yes, we are the knights of Silver Moon.
Okay, Varen. As Varen is guiding you up to your room. He does make a comment. And it's just like, so, I can't say that I have seen too many Eladrin running around FaeHunt. I'm assuming you're probably from not around here.
Not until recently.
I see. Well, it is good, to see you here. I guess I can count myself fortunate that I was able to escort you to your room on one of your stops on your journey. He obviously is he's now this close to you. He's getting nervous. The very suave and confident vibes that he was giving you earlier, now that in such close proximity, he's almost visibly sweating a little bit.
This is an adult virgin.
An adult virgin. Oh no. Okay. I'm gonna stop looking at chat now. I can't deal with it. How do I block chat? Let's see, like this. Now I
Just minimize the menu.
Yeah, no,
That's
it's fine.
all you
Now I
have
can
to do.
just focus on you guys. So
Varen,
yes.
there's no reason to be nervous.
Oh, no, I'm not nervous. You are just a very beautiful lady, so you don't get to see that too often when you're out in the woods. You can see him like shake his head like to himself off to the side, like, God damn it, what am I talking about? He's like, gets you once you get up to the top of the stairs, he's like, which direction are you at?
That one, I think.
Well, he walks you a couple of steps further, and here you are. So I have a good night. I'm going to go and look for my brother, because by this point I have not seen him, and that usually means he is up to no good. So I don't want us to get in any trouble.
If you find him and you still don't find yourself tired, you know where my room is.
I do, and mine is right. I am down the hall. So
Right, all the way over there.
just right over there.
Delnaris is like right next to my room.
just kind of like shakes it, like rubs his head, like
Just- From the corners.
He just goes bleach. Oh my god. Okay, so he just kind of like takes a step back and bows and just like have a good night, and kind of walks back over to the stairs, hesitates a little bit, steps back, and allows Nana to come up the stairs as well. As you had
He was
just
still
kinda,
like holding the wine and like looking into the cup, like, what the fuck?
he's like, have a good night, and then like walks past you down the stairs.
She doesn't even like register that he's there, just straight into her room.
So it's basically going to be Lyra's room, Nana's room, Denissa's room, Brundlestick's room. That's how we'll have the next to each other.
Do we know if did Denissa come back at any point?
No, not
I'll
yet.
go knock on Denissa's door since
Yeah, is Denissa alive?
So knock on the door, and
No.
you hear some shuffling about, and then a red-eyed Denissa comes to the door. Sorry,
So
I
what
meant to find you.
happened?
I don't know. I'm a little. It kind of rubs her nose a little bit. Something. I think. I don't know. Something that's like pepper in my nose, and my eyes are watery, and my skin feels itchy. Lahari said something about maybe being allergic. I started sneezing a lot, like repeatedly, a lot. And I don't know. So I came down here, and Namanthra's bringing some tea. Said that might help with these whatever I might be allergic to. Said something about a cat allergy. I thought it was funny until I kept sneezing.
Can a Leonin be allergic to cats?
Different kind of fur.
Different kind of fur. Damn.
But is everything all right?
Everything's fine. You don't look great, but
Her
as
her
long
eyes
as
are getting
it's-
puffy.
I mean, as long as you're being taken care of.
I think so. I'm going to see if I can't just sleep it off. Maybe do a little prayer, and if I need to, I can always try and do some magic since we're not in the city anymore. Like,
Well-
this might be a little safer of a place.
I'm working on making friends, and I'm pretty sure Nana's having a complete mental breakdown.
You can hear insane sobbing on the other side of the door. No, I'm just kidding. On the other side of the wall. Furniture being thrown.
Nana's just like poking like pillows and shit, being like, "Are you the cat? What's the cat?"
All right. So, yeah. Denissa's just like, I'm gonna go back to bed. So,
I'm gonna put it on her forehead
Thanks.
to
Don't
like stand on my tippy toes.
don't do anything crazy. She kind of smirks and goes achoo! Starts sneezing. It's like a sneeze that like doesn't match a high-pitched sneeze for the normally calm, cool exterior of Denissa is like suddenly you hear her make a noise that had never heard her utter before ever. And she goes back to the bed. So what are you doing, Larry? Nana.
I guess I will go to my room and I'll probably just sit out on the balcony.
Okay.
Leave the door cracked just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. All right. Nana, what are you doing?
I'm giving myself a pep talk in the mirror, just like, you're not going insane. It definitely was a snake and a cat, and then it wasn't. Just slowly kind of fucking getting back to herself. Like, obsessively, like, brushing her hair until her hair is falling out. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Eventually, you start getting tired. It's late at night. You do hear, Leary, with your passive perception, you can hear that there are people talking in the hallway. And,
Yes, I would like to listen in, please.
you can hear two male voices, one of whom you recognize as Varen. And he seems to be speaking with a younger man. And they're talking in like raised whispers, so it's just kind of like they're trying to be quiet, but because you left the door cracked open a little bit, it kind of travels a little more. Make a perception check for
Graham,
me.
you're the worst. 17.
17. Then, as you listen a little bit, you can hear, I told you that Fae were trouble, and I'm not going to go against my own advice. Come on, it'd be fun. You don't understand how fun they can be until you're, actually there. No. They're trouble. That is why we try and avoid them as much as possible. You just kind of hear the voice trail off.
Can
But-
I like...
Varen was the one who was saying no, and the younger voice was like saying to give it a shot.
Okay.
So you can hear them, and after a little bit, you hear the door like shut in the hallway. What are you doing?
I will close my door then. And...
You're like, damn it. That's fine. It's fine. It's all fine.
You got stood
Cupid
the fuck
stupid.
up.
He's,
Adult
who knows
virgin.
what.
He's
Whatever.
an adult virgin.
I was trying to find it before. Yeah. Thank you. I'm glad we're on the same wavelength.
Ghostbusters, the feminists are taking over. I'm an adult
virgin. Yeah.
All right. So, you guys get to take a long rest again, as you've have for the last little while, and waken refreshed the next morning. A little bell goes off. Okay. The next morning, as you guys get up to go downstairs, I guess, for breakfast. As you guys are leaving, you hear Brundlestick's door open down the hall, and he kind of looks at you two as you guys have exited, and kind of comes over. He's like, so I talked to the ladies of the house, and I'm supposed to be giving the supplies over today. I haven't seen anyone that matches that description of Fae soldiers yet, though. I've only met some of those rebellion types. Have you seen any of your the ones you were looking for?
No, not yet, but we've got time.
And have you checked on Danissa? She was rather
She's having,
ill
like, an
yesterday.
allergy thing.
Yeah, she sat on one of the couches up in the upstairs room. I thought it was going to be like an office or something, and it's apparently the sisters live up there. It's like a house.
So
on
this
the
is
third
like
floor.
like the sisters own it, and Dolnaris like works for them.
From what I'm able to gather, yes, I've been here a few times before, but I never really paid attention. I was guarding the door, or, that sort of thing. Newt handled all of the business. Yes, he sat on, or she sat on one of the couches and immediately started sneezing. Namanthra said that was where Mr. Biscuit generally likes to lay, and she made some assumption about some sort of reaction, and it seems rather silly to me, but
When they say Mr. Biscuits, there's gonna be like a little twitch. Just
oh, you've met Mr. Biscuit? He's such a good kitty.
such a good kitty. Such a good kitty.
Anyway, normally they have breakfast served, and ready for us if you want to go downstairs, and then we can go and see to business if you would like.
Don't mind going downstairs at all. I didn't quite find out as many secrets last night as I was hoping.
What were you thinking you were going to find?
I mean, people get
I know what she
chatty.
thought she was gonna find.
I feel like Nana doesn't know that nothing happened.
Yeah, no, I don't.
You were
I
having a
assume-
breakdown.
I assume that
No,
you
well, yeah, well,
gone to Bone Town. Yeah,
oh, that's true, because all you saw was him go down the stairs past you,
yeah.
that was it.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna be looking at it like, whatever.
Right.
Slut.
Well, let's go downstairs then. Going downstairs,
Mhm.
you see that Donaris is there, as well as the people that you had met last night, as well as two additional people, and the two sisters. I shouldn't mention, but you do see what you assume to be Varan's younger brother, as they look similar enough, but one definitely has at least. With elves, it is difficult, but you can just size and demeanor-wise, he definitely portrays himself as the younger of the two siblings. You see another human male who's sitting there at the table. He has curly, like, short hair that is, like, shaved on the right-hand side. But as he sits there at the table and he's kind of has already started to eat a little bit, he's just, like, staring down at his food. But you see Iona there, and Maya, as well as Lahari and Namanthra.
Good morning, Dolnaris.
Morning. Donaris is currently holding Mr. Biscuit at his side. Did you all sleep well? Petting the cat.
Yes, quite. It was a very eventful few days. Definitely needed the nap.
Of course. Of course. Well, I have prepared breakfast, if you would like. What is your plan for the afternoon? I suppose I should be asking. Is there anything that you need assistance with? Put the cat down.
Didn't like the cat
Get
being
that
put
cat.
down. Get it.
Get that cat, Bean! Get that cat!
I'm gonna mute my microphone. Well,
It's fine.
I will look at Brundlestick when that question is asked.
I'm going to deliver some things, and that is all I have planned. After that, and you see for a moment, Brundlestick had like get lost in like internal thought as it becomes apparent that now he doesn't know what he's gonna do after he delivers the goods. 'Cause now he's just like,
No.
and then I will be on my way. Yes.
And your companions, will they be staying with us, or will they be on their way as well?
He like looks over at Leary and Nana, just like as he
Yes,
turns his back to
We don't plan to stick around for too long. Things to do, places to see.
Of course, of course. Well, I would suggest perhaps some sightseeing while you're around. The High Forest is quite a beautiful place. And
I'd love a chance to get to see the grandfather tree.
yes, well, the grandfather tree is about 1 mile north of here.
Okay.
It's really not that hard to get to.
A lot of attitude, but okay, good to know.
God damn it.
Oh no, this is delicious. I haven't had anything like this in the material plane yet.
Oh, thank you. I grow my own mushrooms and peppers and whatnot. Well,
How did everyone sleep last night?
But you see Varen like do this and like looks over at his brother. Just like fine. Everybody kind of does that little quiet, like little, good, yeah, yep, yep.
kind of
good.
under his breath, he goes, "I guess it was not a very good game of hide the pickle, was it?"
That's gonna like interest Nana a little bit. Just like, all right.
Viren, what did you say your brother's name was? I'm afraid I missed that last night.
Sorry. Yes, this is Hayden. And Hayden kind of just like looks over at his brother, like, really? Then like looks over at the two of you, and just kind of does like a polite little bow, at the table, and then it's like, "Hi, I'm Hayden." And they are, this is He looks over at Nana, just his mind just goes blank.
I'm just gonna like wait.
Fiona and Leary. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I'll just give him like a barely polite smile, like.
You should sit and enjoy breakfast. It's really good.
Iona.
Yes. She you could see that she had been like in the process of like laughing over to the side. Just like, yes.
I hope you don't mind me noticing yesterday, but you seem to have experience with battle.
She looks over at Maya and Varen and the other man, and she kind of just nods slowly. Yes, a little bit. You could say we all are a little acquainted with it. And she kind of looks over at Brundlestick, since you all obviously know each other. I suppose there's no harm in saying that we have all been fighting for some time now. We can see everybody kind of get serious for a moment.
We might be newer to your fight, but it is one that, as we've learned more and more about, has taken root amongst us.
I can't say that it would be something that I don't think we could ever get used to. But what you are doing to help is useful. And hopefully, within time, we can find a solution to everything. She kind of just like doesn't know what else to say at the moment. Just kind of goes back to eating for a second, or takes another bite.
I'm sorry, we Fae aren't always as good at social cues as the way those of you who live in the material plane are. We tend to speak just whatever comes to the front of our minds, and forgive me for making breakfast awkward.
The dragonborn woman speaks up next. You have not made things awkward. It is more of... It's a fresh bruise, if you will. She pauses. Fae have come to our aid in a time where, had you not, none of us here would be standing still. So for that, we are grateful for your ability to jump into the middle of things. Thank you for that. We have all suffered some form from this war. And we have been told how you people have also suffered at the hands of your war. It is an unfortunate part of life. But we appreciate the sacrifices you are making to help ease our pain. She kind of looks down and then looks over at Nana. Your friend tells me that you are a capable fighter. Judging by the look of you, I would assume it is not a physical fight that you are capable of.
It's different ways of fighting.
Oh, I agree. I'm very well versed in those things as well. And as she like runs her clawed fingertips over each other, there's like little like sparks, but it's like electric, just like it's almost like as she does that, like back and forth.
I like her.
Like, do not think me completely incapable. I have been in many fights myself.
There are
But-
fights, and then there are fights. And can I use prestidigitation to make just like sparkles and like a glow and almost look like a little angel?
Oh.
I'm something of a magic outlaw myself.
Then we are kindred spirits then.
And
It
I'm
is-
a friend.
Yeah, it's harder and harder to find those lately.
You are not kidding. We are grateful for you all risking your necks to come out this far into the very edges of the war. It speaks highly of your character. This whole time she's still looking over at Nana.
Yeah. Nana's gonna like break eye contact a little bit and she'll be like, thank you. Those are kind words.
And I mean them, if it's any consolation. She gives like a little weak half smile.
And Nana's gonna go like to like eating and kind of like quietly
So then Hayden leans over. So if your thing's magic, he's carrying the stuff. He nods over at Leary. What is it you do?
I'm trying to figure out if I. No, I would have brought my bow down to breakfast.
Yeah.
You didn't get a chance to see it, but I have a very large, very deadly bow.
Archery. He looks over at his brother. And Varen's immediately looking like he wants to disappear into his food plate.
Would I be able to tell how old Hayden is? Are we talking kid younger brother?
Is this a toddler?
I would say that even with half elves, you can see age. You would guess human equivalent. He looks to be probably early 20s, where his brother looks like late
Toddler.
20s, early 30s, maybe, for human standards.
Gotcha. Yeah, if he tried to flirt with Leary, I'd wanted to be like, is this
Yeah, no.
uncomfortable?
Yeah, no. He's more just asking you questions and then looking over at his brother for reaction.
He's a little shit. I love him.
Yeah.
That's a toddler. Anything younger than 30, that's a toddler.
So, you like archery. Are you, I'm assuming, pretty good at it? I mean, I don't want to
just
generalize.
like archery. I'm fucking amazing at it.
She's amazing at it.
I love archery.
You know,
I feel like
my-
Dilnar's just pokes in Lurch every once in a while.
yeah.
And just
And at the table, motherfucker.
Just
they let the
ignoring him.
help eat here? Ugh.
Yeah, of course. Doesn't the butler have his own little table?
Just kidding.
I'm not.
You know,
I'll set you on fire.
my brother is pretty handy with a bow himself. I mean, we both are. That is kind of our thing. At least it had been our thing for a while. So,
What does that mean?
that was kind of what brought us into this whole thing to begin with was, we were wanting to help out. And we can help out by being pretty good shots. Just saying.
We'll have to put that to the test later.
Oh my god, we're not adding more children to this brigade.
He looks over at his brother. Looks like we're going to be shooting some, shots? Huh? Shooting some shots? No? Okay. Varen's just
Just thinking the same thing, Drummy.
Right. Just no. Varen's just looking down this isn't happening. Delnaris, what are you doing? Just watching.
Just eating my fucking mushrooms and peppers and shit.
Mushrooms and peppers and shit. Cool.
Good for you, man. Good for you, man.
Oh
Congratulations.
At least somebody cares about their nutrition in this house.
no.
I complimented your breakfast. I complimented your cooking.
Thank you.
Am I near DiGiorno's?
Yeah.
Cool.
You're close enough.
And you've still got Mr. Catfur?
Oh yeah, he's around. He's probably sitting on my lap as I'm eating.
Okay. Interesting pet.
Of course. And he tells me he finds you. What was the word he used? Adequate.
Well, I find him a couple of words too.
Mm.
He's quite good at tricks, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
To be honest, I thought you were the cat, so I'm a little confused.
Why would I be the cat?
I don't know. I've had a long trip and I've seen some shit, so just thought maybe. You seem to be someone who might be good at magic. If you use your magic to be a cat, I'm not judging. A lot.
All right. Well, you are welcome to believe whatever you want to believe. If you would like to treat Mr. Biscuit as you would treat me, Let me rephrase. Please treat Mr. Biscuit better than you would treat me.
Oh.
I have nothing against Mr. Biscuit.
Well, were you looking to do some sightseeing? I zoned out for quite a bit while you were all talking about what it is you do.
It can be hard to hear interesting people talking when you're so mundane.
That's a word for it, yes.
Yeah. Well, maybe. Sightseeing? That's Leary's planning to add to her count. But I
What
also
do you
believe-
mean, Nana? I'm just gonna have a
Lahari.
look of like,
Wait, what? This?
Oh,
What?
I thought you were babysitting with that one. With the little one that talks like a toddler.
You see Hayden go, wait, she talking about me?
Nana, are
Very-
there any snakes in your cup
very-
this morning?
Thankfully not. I think I had a long few days. It's been a big, eventful few days for me. So I think I'm okay now.
You sure?
Pretty confident. You seem to be right back to your old self.
Never lost it.
Well, wait, who before said that there was nothing that happened last night?
Oh, I said there was not a very thrilling game of hide the pickle, was there?
Yeah. So I'll be like, ooh, lost it a little bit last night.
Vern's
I
like,
don't know what you mean.
I am going to get ready for the day.
We're just playing. This is just how we play with each other. God, you're
No.
so serious.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I have to, get ready for things. And Hayden's going, like, rolling his eyes, like, yeah. Vern's like, we'll meet up later for some archery. Or, yeah, some shots, right? Yeah. We'll see you outside. I'm gonna go. And he gets up and leaves very quickly. The two older sisters.
I'm gonna
at
lean
the-
into Nana and say, Nana, it's no fun if you have to bully someone into it. I know you don't understand that with most of your husbands, but
Bully them into it. Honey. No. Oof, no. So, what are
You
we doing?
just see-
Are we leaving the cat upstairs?
You happen to look over as you say cat, and you see Mr. Biscuit, just the eyes glaring at you from across the table on Delnaris's lap, just like.
Nana's the bravado drops for a second. While she's talking, it's just like
Just like
Mr. Biscuit, we're gonna be friends.
Mr. Biscuit looks over your direction, blinks
Sorry, Mr.
slowly,
Biscuit.
and then goes back over to stare into Nana's soul.
I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about our cat. We also have a cat. We're cat people. We're cat people.
Mr. Biscuit
on by
just
her.
lowers the head back down really slow. Doesn't say anything, just does that. Lahari from the edge of the table. I wanted to say that I do appreciate you making the journey here. So if you wish, she looks over at Brundlestick, to stay an extra night, just to relax before you head out for the evening, then you are more than welcome to stay.
Oh, I'm
You
sure
have done-
DeJourno would love that.
She looks over at Delnaris and kind of looks at you to see what your response is going to be.
Sorry, what?
Delnaris is has been an amazing help to my family for many, many years. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him.
What a good boy.
He is-
Lahari, I apologize for not thanking you for your hospitality last night.
Oh, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I know what it's like. to be caught up in the middle of things. You are fine. But she looks over at Nana. Try and be a little nicer.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's generational. Sometimes it's hard to read me, I guess.
I'm sure I may look like I do, but I'm sure that perhaps you have some time on me yet.
I would assume so.
That being said, I'm pretty sure he has some time on you. He has been here for, I don't know, 4 generations now? 5, perhaps?
In some time, yes.
So then perhaps we don't know anyone in common. I thought maybe with being from the Summer Court, I'm assuming.
Oh, well, the last time I was in the Feywild, there was no sort of alignments, so to speak. We were... Well, that's a story for another time, isn't it?
You can
How
see.
about that trip to the grandfather tree?
I would love to hear your tale of the Feywild. No one ever speaks of it before. Well, they might have, but I didn't pay a lot of attention in history. It was not my favorite subject. But, you know, you grow older, you begin to better value stories.
Yes, perhaps at another time. Perhaps while we are walking. That seems to be a bit walk and talk. Sound good? Sounds good to me. Stands up, leaves the room.
Oh, he's got secrets. He's a cat. I knew it.
You see, I want to say Mr. Bean now. Mr. Biscuit. Mr. Biscuit follows behind Delnaris as Delnaris walks out of sight. It's like, what? What? You threw something at me?
Go upstairs and get my bow and things.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait downstairs. I'm ready to go to the grandfather tree. Let's go sightseeing.
Alrighty. You guys gather your things. Delnaris, are you gonna walk them that direction?
I'll walk them that direction.
Okay. So you guys leave the villa, going what would be to the left towards where those mills were, the bridge you hadn't crossed yet. Crossing across the bridge, you see that this little island kind of snakes further up along the river, and it goes over a smaller bridge, but this little channel is deviates to power the mill. You go across up that little bit of the island across the bridge and just kind of follow along a path that leads along the length of this river, heading north. If you guys would like to make a perception check along the way.
16.
That was my thing. It's gonna be low. We all know it's gonna be low. It's fine.
It could be. You never know.
Let's fucking... I almost opened Tahini's sheet. Perception?
Yeah.
Fuck off. Nat 20. No way in hell.
What's the total number?
20. I have
20?
plus 0.
Oh.
You're looking out for the cat everywhere. It has got you on high alert.
I'm waiting for Dilnaris to turn into the fucking cat. I'm watching like a hawk.
Okay. So, let's see here. As you were going along, following along this path, you've probably walked for about, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. You can see the large structure of the house kind of hidden amongst like now the trees, the way you've gone, and Nana, as you every occasional glance back over your shoulder, you'll see Mr. Biscuit following. And then you keep walking, and when you look back again, there is no Mr. Biscuit. And you keep walking, and you turn back again, and there is no Mr. Biscuit. But then on the third time of looking back, you see Mr. Biscuit following at a pace that's closer, but like you should have seen him before. Like so it just like keeps jumping
Mr.
almost.
Biscuit is a ghost.
It's a very strange, thing. Leary. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh, yes. You say that you work for Mr. Brundlestick's employer? Is that how this works?
We found ourselves in working with him for a time.
Mm-hmm. And when you say work with him, what do you mean?
We assisted Brundlestick in his delivery here.
So this is your first outing with Mr. Newt.
Perhaps.
And tell me, how are the courts this time of year?
Well, I might have been raised in the courts, but I don't find myself in them as frequently. I am more a member of. I don't know if they had the Great Hunt in your time or if that was after your time.
Can I roll insight?
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad. Never mind.
What was it? Say the number.
That was a nice. Well, let's actually see, because it was a natural 5. So we'll see. That's a 10.
She seems to be telling the truth.
All right, sounds fair enough to me. Well, the Great Hunt. Does sound familiar, but I'm not entirely sure.
Perhaps you've heard someone mention it before. Do you often have Fae come across the estate?
I don't really leave the forest that often, to be honest with you.
But the estate itself, I mean, it has a twinge of the familiar.
Oh, of course, I am originally from the Feywild. I do like to make my home homey.
I do appreciate the comforts you've brought here.
Why leave?
Well, it's all a bit stuffy, don't you think?
I'm afraid you and Nana might have a difference in taste and style.
Well, I prefer a little bit of my own space, so to say. I was originally brought here on a job many years ago, and well, it seems I'm still on that job, and I've made a bit of a home for myself here, and well, why leave something that works, right?
This works for you?
I don't know, Nana. Why would someone leave something that works? Money, perhaps?
Oh, it's a very good reason to do anything.
Well, I personally love a good forest, whether it be the Feywild, whether it be the material plane. Nature is nature, in my opinion. And if I can find some way to put a bed under that nature, well, good for me, I suppose.
You got any interesting creatures here in this forest?
Maybe shapeshifters?
No, but really, you look as you say that. You look back there behind you again, and Mr. Biscuit's gone.
Well, there are all manner of beasts. Anything's cross paths with us. We try our best to stay out of their way. But as far as I know, I haven't come across any shapeshifters. But if you do come across any, please let me know. I'd love to learn about them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course, of course. Looks up at the sky. Pity, it looks like it's going to snow. Keeps walking.
You like look up and you can just see like the tops of the trees. You don't see sky at all, or it's just like the light that kind of like is coming through the leaves. Is just like, but there is a tinge of a cool Christmas in the air.
How do you know that?
You can't pick that up, Nana.
No, I'm covered in fur.
I mean, you can't smell it in the air.
Smell it? What am I, a dog? No.
Snow's got a very particular smell.
No, you're just
I
making
mean,
stuff up.
I know you don't travel in the woods often. We've forced you to, but do you really not know anything about nature or tracking or
Do I
the
look like I
weather?
camp? No, God no. This is your nightmare, not mine.
I hope you brought something warm.
Far from a nightmare.
Going to be a little bit chilly on our walk.
As you are continuing to walk along, Leary, along this path, just behind this tree, as you guys are kind of like snaking around this tree. On the backside of this tree, you see something catches your eye that's like an odd shape. You look over.
Yeah, I just saw that.
You look over and there's a couple of like twigs or sticks, branches even, that are just piled and bound and tied, almost like you ever seen like those little haystacks that are just kind of like wide on the bottom, kind of tied up in the middle and then just poke up on top? It's kind of one of those, but it's kind of leaning up against the tree.
Delnaris,
Yes.
is this common to these parts?
Of course. These are the totems, right?
Mm-hmm.
These are totems of the grandfather tree, of course. Many people have come through here, tried to worship the tree at one time or another.
You can see that there are like some little, upon closer inspection, you see that there are like twine that is caught on some of these little branches and seem to be dangling their little tiny other sticks, a couple of feathers, even what looks like maybe little pieces of bone.
Why are people worshipping this tree? What's so special about it?
It's probably older than any other living thing currently, besides the gods, maybe. About 15,000 years old, I'd say.
Okay.
Large things in the middle of a strange forest. People get any sort of idea.
And is there anything here that we have to worry about?
There's always something to worry about in a forest, my dear.
It's all right,
thought-
Nana. You've got
Why are
me.
we here?
Nana, like as
But
you're saying that, you
say you
feel
wanted
something
to
on
come
your
here.
leg, and you look down and there's Mr. Biscuit just like rubbing on your leg right as you said, do we have anything to worry about? He's like right there, just like rubbing on your leg.
Delnaris, can I hold your cat, please? Can I just hold that cat? It's so cute. Just want to hold it.
Of course.
I'm gonna
Sits.
fucking hold this cat. Like, if I take my eyes off it, I'm gonna die. Just like holding it in front of me, just like.
And it just like it dead weights a little in your hands, so it's just kind of like this, but just staring at
Long
you.
cat.
Can I try and like hold it like a baby? Like, I don't fucking know what I'm doing, and I'm like, like she's not an animal person. She doesn't know what to do in this
Oh, my cat
situation.
loves to be held like a baby.
Make an animal handling check for me.
Here we go. That one. I'm ready. 4.
Amazing. As you are trying to hold Mr. Biscuit, he's getting kind of like, he starts moving and fidgeting on you and climbs up onto your shoulders and leaps off your back. And you turn around and there is no cat.
No!
I love this so much.
You just like you expected to hear him like hit bushes or grass or any sort of impact noise, but you felt him leap off you, and then it's just like you turn around and there's like now there's no cat anywhere.
And is Dilnaris giving any signs that he has any idea what the fuck is going on?
Make an insight check.
16.
No.
Just walking. Haven't even looked back, actually.
This is how I feel about cats in real life. So this is just like adding to the frustration.
It's okay because this is exactly how I feel about cats too.
Great.
Alnaris,
Yes.
is there any validity to the worship? Because there are some of us who draw magic from that presence in the very essence of nature.
Well, I think anything that is worshipped over a long period of time inevitably draws power from those that worships. Probably gain some sort of energy from all of the affirmations and whatnot that came its way. So there's probably some sort of validity. All right, well, let's go.
Sorry, Taco, I read Taco's comment.
Yep. Probably.
Skips. Just da, 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 da.
Perfect. All right. So continuing along this path as you walk, there is something of a different presence that you feel. The air feels more alive the closer that you get to this tree, and eventually the path breaks through the clearing into
I feel like Lyri's gonna start walking faster the closer she gets to that presence.
this wide space that is now filled your vision with this enormous tree. Like, something that you would imagine in a Studio Ghibli film, enormous. Just like this massive tree that sits in the middle of this wide clearing. From its roots, you can see are various streams of water that have kind of pooled out and have now become whatever river that is passing through that you guys have been walking along. This seems to be originating from this tree. The roots start becoming trunk at about probably 3 to 4 stories up in the air before it just continues up and up, filling the horizon. Its branches and the crown of this tree kind of almost covering the entirety of the clearing, to where from a aerial perspective you would never be able to see that there was a clearing around this tree. It would just look like more tree covering the open clearing of its boughs, from under its boughs. But you have now reached this large grandfather tree.
I feel like Lyri's gonna try to go and climb it. And not in almost like a gleeful kind of like worship of nature and then like magnificence of this tree.
Okay. So, going up closer. Nana, what are you doing?
Still having a fucking anxiety attack over the cat, but also looking at the tree and kind of keeping an eye on Dilnaris to see how he's reacting. Because you are a dodge motherfucker.
Make a perception check for me. You both notice that the air is starting to get a little chillier.
10.
10. Cool. Good to know.
I'm just watching Leary climb this fucking tree.
You don't want to go climb this? This isn't... It's not your thing?
I live here. I can do this anytime I like.
Wow, what exciting hobbies you have.
Yes, well.
You
I also play a lot of chess, but that's my own vice, I suppose.
Leary, make a make a make a perception check for me while you're climbing this tree.
T4.
As you are climbing this like marvelous root system of a tree, you see a portion of it, probably about 100 or so feet up in the air, just up ahead of where you are going, that some of the roots twist in a curious way.
I want to go there.
Okay.
Oh my god, it's a Fae portal.
Going up there, you see that the tree, the roots create an archway. And as you get closer, you can see that the you can pass through if you want.
I want to throw something through it.
You find
I
a little.
peg the fucking cat app up for her. Throw that through.
You haven't seen Mr. Biscuit since he leapt off your back and into the void.
Sure, of course I haven't. Not a fucking space or something.
There is a piece of bark that's kind of like fallen into like this little spot by your feet where there's like leaves and things that have just kind of fallen and started to rot there. You take some of that bark and just kind of chunk it through, and it flies and hits the tree on the opposite side and careens off this way, but you don't see it.
So it vanishes?
Yeah. But you saw the direction you shot it. It hit the tree on the other side, past the arch, and then like bounced off this way, but there was no follow-up sound or anything to it.
Can I get close enough to see if there are any kind of like runes or anything
Sure.
inside the bark?
Get closer.
Whether created or natural in the pattern of the bark.
Sure. Make a investigation check.
Can I spend points and give myself inspiration? Oh, it's on cooldown. It'll be back in 3 minutes.
Oh, yeah. I think the last one was for Bean, wasn't it?
Be inspiration.
Be
You can
inspiration.
have his inspiration if you say something really nice to him.
Didn't I tell you that Bean was a king and should be treated as royalty beyond just his birthday?
Beanie baby, can Leary have your inspo? I don't know. I'll say yes. He's not using it. He's napping.
Okay, because I went from a 1 to a 13 now.
Galil says that he redeemed disadvantage.
Never happened. He said he was going to, but we don't have a button for that.
I didn't see him spend any points.
I don't have a button for that, so unfortunately,
That's
tell
on
him
the
you
other
hate
channel.
you two hate
Yeah.
horses.
Leary, what's your stances on horses and cats?
Horses are too devious for their own good. They can just bite people.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, he raised his eyebrows. You can have it.
Okay, then 13.
13.
Get those horses.
When you get up closer, you don't see any runes per se around the arch of this tree. What you do see is like carvings, though, just like intricately decorated carvings around the inside of it.
Can I sketch out a few of those carvings in like a notebook?
Sure. You have a
Because
notebook.
Denissa is not here.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, we left our sick cat at home.
Alrighty.
Just not having good luck with cats, are you?
So you said I'm about 100 feet up.
Yeah.
I'm going to play it cool. It is concerning that there might be a Fae portal here, but I will call down, Hayden, hold something up in the air.
Oh.
Did they not
Okay.
come?
They didn't come.
Oh, I thought
It
everyone.
was just
Just
you
like
three.
I thought
a-
it was just us three.
Yeah.
Ditched.
Yeah.
I was gonna show off my skills.
Yeah. No, they were gonna meet up with you later, but the
Gotcha. Then I will not do that.
Okay. Yeah.
Do a flip.
do a flip.
Jump!
If I was actually, my dex is pretty awesome.
That's she says as she rolls
It's
a
a
1.
+5. Yeah, you know.
We're basically gods.
No.
No, when you were describing the way that like the waterfall went down, I was like, oh man, Larry would love to jump off that. That'd be so much fun.
It's not
And
that
then
high
I
of a
remembered
waterfall.
Mercer Ray.
It's not that high of a waterfall. It's like
Do it. Fucking
Yeah.
do it, coward.
it's livable.
Dude, if you're bad. Odds,
Oh
1
my
in
God.
5. Ready?
Oh my gosh. All right. So
Well, then I will just make note
Oops.
of the archway.
okay.
Do it.
Do it. As you then get down, I guess, as you after you
Well,
do your little sketching, or what would you
No,
like?
I think I'll spend another minute exploring and see if anything else of interest. Does it seem like anything came out from the Feywild? Like, are there any plants that shouldn't be here in the material plane? Any traces of things that might have spilled through?
Using, I mean, I guess if you wanted to make another investigation, go for it. Let's say you could use the one that you just did, but that's fine. Nana, what are you
Let's
doing?
use this 22.
I'm having an awkward conversation with Dilnaris, like, so you like sport? Just like killing
So
time.
How about that game the other night?
Yeah, how about the soccer?
What the
Football.
fuck is a sport?
What
it.
Nana does in a room of rich men.
Oh yeah,
Sure.
that's also accurate.
Suspect.
Looking around, you don't see anything that looks like it doesn't belong. In fact, you can see this doesn't even like give you the same vibe as like the other Fate portal does. It's just something about this tree that just feels so familiar that it just makes for. It feels like you are touching home when you are on this tree, and as you like run your hands across it, it just feels like shouldn't be here. Like not in a like foreboding, this shouldn't be here, but like
The tree itself.
The tree
maybe, like,
itself is
spilled
like-
over at some point.
yes, this feels like Feywild. The tree. One now that you are on it and being this close to it, you will feel this like familiar sense of like freedom and maybe not revelry, but it's just that like giddiness. What are you guys doing? Or what else are you gonna do?
Grandfather tree. Could I take a few of your branches? Smaller ones.
To try and find, you want to try and find maybe some branches that have fallen to the ground, or you're gonna try and climb to the very top and get some branches, because that would require some work.
I'm looking for arrow-sized ones.
Mhm.
To be
I'll
used
say
in the future.
With that roll, I'll say that you could probably find some like fallen twigs and branches that would be of the appropriate size, maybe closer to the base, but still
Okay.
there nonetheless.
Are these
Sure.
branches that are attached or branches that have fallen? Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Whatever the grandfather tree is willing to give, I'm not going to be like,
Yeah, ripping stuff off. So yeah, this would be stuff that you have found on the ground. Because if you're gonna try and get branches that are still on the tree, that would be
way
climbing
up.
further up there. Yeah.
As much as I would want to keep climbing, Nana is down there with Delnaris. And apparently she hates him more than she hates me right now, so.
It's about the same.
Well, he's taken more of your ire in the past 2 days than I have. So.
Oh my god. All right. So you watch Nana as you are talking, and Dalnaris is there with you. You can see that he does not take his eyes off of Lyri while she is like climbing and roaming around. He doesn't seem like threatening about it. He's just watching her intently and just kind of like half paying attention to you.
You know, it's funny. The first time I ever met her, or one of the first times I met her, she was carving her name into some wood. Wouldn't it be funny if she did that again? She's got a habit of that. She's a bit of a free spirit.
You say that I do a lot of talking.
Savage. I'm just saying. You seem a little bit nervous, a little bit on edge. You okay?
Well, this is in my area. I would prefer not to have something of this much importance be carved into.
Importance. I see.
And while they're having this conversation for comedic timing, you see Lyri pull out one of the daggers. But she is going to cut off a little piece of her hair and just kind of like twist it into one of the branches to leave it there. Just like a little bit.
If someone did try to damage the tree, what would happen? Has anyone ever tried?
A few times, yes.
Guessing didn't go well, or
Well, you have seen the bones as a part of the totems.
good point. Good point. And is this why you stayed here? Does the tree have anything to do with it?
Well, I particularly like this area. It's away from the courts, as well as feeling a little bit like home. I would prefer to just keep things as natural as possible. Also, if I have people who are worshipping this tree see damage to said tree, and they know that I am the one who is guarding this area, that doesn't really look good on me, does it?
And yet you brought two people that you barely know to this tree that is so important to you, and one of them is carrying daggers and likes to carve her name into things. Funny choice on your end is all I'm saying. Also, where is the goddamn cat?
Look around.
Somewhere, I don't know.
There is no cat. There hasn't been for a suspiciously long amount of time.
What are you talking about? There's never been a cat.
The cat died 7 years ago.
No cat has been in these woods for the last 13 years. I'm sure that the tree of this size, whatever damage a dagger can do, will quickly be rectified.
Yeah, I would imagine. I'm like, fuck it, Lyri, hurry up! I don't want to talk to this dickhead.
No, I would say relatively soon you can see her clambering her way down and walking back towards you guys. Occasionally still looking back and up at the massive tree there behind you. But you do catch up with the three as you can feel another surprisingly chilly, cold wind breeze by. Enough to kind of like make you pull in your clothing a little bit.
God, do we have to stay here much longer? Maybe we should head back.
Had your feel of nature already.
I had my feel of nature the first time we got on the horse. Shall we? probably
If we
check on
might.
Denissa. She might be dead by now. Wouldn't that be funny? Dying of an allergy to yourself.
All right.
Delnaris,
Yes.
thank you
What for?
for bringing us here. This is a remarkable place.
Oh. You're bound to found it at some point, so of course.
All right. As you guys
Doesn't
are
have to be polite, does it, Nana?
Oh, Nana's not paying attention. She's looking for the cat.
Wait, what?
In the middle of the night, you're going to be sleeping. There's going to be thunder outside your window and just a silhouette.
All right. As you are making your way back, you guys pass the odd little totem that you had seen before. Nana keeps a lookout for Mr. Biscuit, but so
On the way
far,
back,
go ahead.
can I just extra pay attention for any sign of Fenrian?
Sure. Make a perception check or investigation, whichever one you would like to use. For this.
Perception.
Qua.
18.
18. Making your way through the
Downtown?
woods. No, it had to be done. As I said it, I was like,
Had to
if
be done.
nobody says it, I'm gonna be very disappointed. Making your way through the woods, heading back. You're keeping this eye out for any sign of her small, verdant fey friend. And you make it past the totem that you had seen before, and eye it with that small measure of suspicion that you'd had before. Your eyes glance upwards, and the boughs of the trees are beginning to move with a cool wind that is now like blowing steadily. And you hear the crack of branches up above. Something moves high in the trees out of sight.
I'm gonna pull out an arrow and try to track the noise.
Tracking it. Tracking it. Another branch kind of shifts as weight seems to cause some leaves and things and debris to kind of fall from up above. And you know the difference between the denizens of the upper forest, squirrels and such, birds that would, move and startle branches to make things fall or make noise. This carries more weight than a squirrel.
Mr. Biscuit.
God. I was just thinking.
He's everywhere.
Elnaris. Is this anything out of the ordinary?
Is it?
Make a perception check.
Cool.
You kind of follow Leary's trains of sight.
That is going to be a 22.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably just some birds. Something. We have. It is getting cold. Birds are probably leaving their roosts, flying south for the winter, most likely.
That's not birds.
Could be any number of things, really, but that's.
I
my
inside
guess.
check him.
Sure. Make an insight check.
16.
16.
Oh, yeah. bullshitting.
Delnaris, tell me the truth, or I'm going to shoot whatever is up there.
Larry, I told you we had more guests than just you and the friends that you saw. Be ashamed to hit someone you don't really intend to shoot.
That's all you had to say. I have someone I'd rather not discover this place. I wouldn't mind putting several arrows into.
Yes. Well, these woods are under my protection, so I would prefer you don't shoot first, ask questions later. So I appreciate what you did, but sometimes things are need to know.
Maybe don't say it's a bird next time. Birds can make for good sport.
You could never hit a bird, Leary. A voice says from behind the tree.
Hello?
And I won't have you roll for this one, but you know this voice is not Findrian.
Fucking hell.
I think she just stopped breathing for a
Fucking
second.
hell.
Fuck, he's everywhere! He's like Mr. Biscuit.
Oh yeah, I was like, is Mr. Biscuit Fenrir? Is Mr. Biscuit Fenrir?
As from around one of the trees that you had just passed, Coram Windfellow steps out. A familiar face from many, many years ago. Nana, you see a tall, somewhat beefy elven man. He looks slightly older. There's like almost like a slight peppering to his hair. Wearing very well-made leather armor. A bow slung across his back. And a raised eyebrow as he looks over at Leary. It has been some time. What brings you to the Highwood?
Oh, wouldn't you like to know?
Coram, you wee daft fuck. What the fuck do you think you're doing out here? Do you know how many fucking times I've told you, stay quiet, stay out of the way? But I guess all of the blood goes to your muscles as opposed to your head. Get the fuck back up in the trees.
What the fuck?
And with that, we go and end for tonight.
No, we have another hour. We have another hour.
Yeah, we're doing a 9-hour session, remember? We discussed
9 hours.
Mars' COVID booster got canceled. She has nowhere to be.
Yeah, let's go. Let's
early.
fucking go.
It's early. Denissa's not in the scene. We can keep going.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
This has got cat flu.
Cat flu. Aww. No. But yeah, no, so we'll go ahead and pick up there next time.
Nana calls dibs.
Nana
on
calls
the record.
dibs.
Leary will
Nana,
fight her.
Get fucked. I called it first. Nana calls dibs.
Leary has had a crush on him forever.
We'll see how that fucking goes.
Oh no.
Nana calls dibs.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna send
gosh.
you the picture I sent to Aaron. Nana will definitely try to call dibs.
It's George Clooney. It's girl. Yes, it is George Clooney. Oh gosh, I'm gonna need to watch some Ocean's movies in the meantime to try and figure out how to do that. Don't really know how I'm gonna portray a person, but here we go. All right. Well, what an interesting little, start to the Highwoods we
Ever
have.
since you asked me for an NPC from my past, every time you've been like, and a person comes up, I'm like, is it him? Is it him?
Is it him?
Is
You
it
asked
that
me,
guy?
is it him?
Is it him? Is it that one? Is it that one?
Is it my boy?
Is it
The
my
boy?
boy?
No,
Yeah.
it's Mr. Biscuit.
We'll put. Well, I guess if you want to put that picture in the Discord, we can do that.
Sure.
We'll put that
Just
in.
scroll back through the 400 messages I sent you to find it.
Yeah. What could possibly go wrong with that? Gima Santos art. I will put in there. Whatever. Why not? I'll put the picture of the
Varen?
inspiration. Yeah, for Varen. even though he's not necessarily an elf, but that's okay.
Let's
Where is it?
fucking see.
Yoink. Baron tier, and we're gonna go ahead and I'll try and find something that suits Hayden and the others. Over time, I just hadn't. This was the first one that like popped up. So there's that. We have the picture of the tree up there still somewhere, right? Yeah, it's the Oak Shadow Estate and Joom Joom. Joom Joom's Delnaris. Yeah. There, Coram Windfellow. Yeah. Yep. Good
Let's fucking see.
Idris Elba.
Fucking dibs. Get fucked. Dibs.
Idris
might murder
Idris
you for
Swelba.
realsies.
Dibs.
Idris Swelba. Yeah. Yeah, he starts off cocky and then just realizes he's out of his element.
Oh my
So-
gosh, that was so funny. Larry was like, oh, come on.
Come on. He was doing so good. And the disadvantage for everyone. This is why I didn't put disadvantage Galil's, because I knew there'd be people that would,
Use it for evil.
use it for evil. I mean, that's what it's for, but
True. I
Who's
would
this
use it every
handsome
single fucking
rapscallion?
session.
yeah, I know you would.
Yeah.
Mr. Biscuit for this session's MV NPC. Yep.
Mhm.
What's that?
Mr. Biscuit.
Fuck
Is-
Mr. Biscuit. Mr. Biscuit can go to hell.
Maybe,
Biscuit
maybe
fucking-
Mr. Biscuit already is there.
Mr. Biscuit
We
needs to go to
could
hell.
play another hour and find out.
Oh, we could.
You could,
Send
we
but-
could.
Mr. Biscuit to fucking space through the portal.
Just chunk
I
him
mean,
through it.
I was like, yeah, let's start playing early. We can play more D&D. And you still cut us off. How was that
Mr.
for
Bi-
Aaron?
Mr.
fair.
Biscuit doesn't exist and Nana is hell. Is Mr. Biscuit like Mr. Pickles? That show?
Yes. Mr.
Oh my
Pickle's
God.
gonna fucking kill us all. Can you hear Bean crying?
No.
Or can you see him
Yes.
crying?
We can see
Yes. Oh boy.
He's like, why are you talking about another pet that's not me?
You guys are
Yeah.
playing Mr. and then something, and he thinks I'm talking about him.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Oh, so sad.
Oh, so sad. So sad.
Such a sad boy.
Because you took away his inspiration.
It's true.
Aw.
I'm so
Is
sorry,
Mr.
son.
Biscuit Idris Swelba? So many questions. I guess we'll just have to wait and find out next week.
Guess so.
Yeah. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us so far, Delnaris. You are truly a gentleman. Now that you've been acclimated to the water, we can release you into the pond with the rest of the
Been
fish.
so interesting.
There can still be an ammonia spike. Or we could like overfeed you or something. You could still die this time.
Fuck.
Delnaris is not what I expected.
I suppose I'll have to send you more secret messages, Aaron.
Yes, more secret messages. Let's go.
And then that change of accent, what the fuck? I need
Yeah,
to write
what
that
the
down
fuck?
so we can discuss that next session.
Hmm. We'll just have to see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. In the meantime, we'll see you tomorrow, for that continuation of that nonsense. But I like, today I felt like I was giving well, particularly Nana, more of a conniption than the conniptions you guys give me
Yeah.
on the normal FaeHunter. So this time I felt like I was able, on the dishing out side, it felt nice to not be the one who's like, oh no,
Yeah,
I'm losing my
thank
mind.
Thanks so much. I'm so glad I was the target for this. Excellent.
Listen, you give out plenty of,
I've never done this. I'm an angel. Prestidigitation, little halo. I'm a fucking saint.
yeah,
Mhm.
of course. All right, everyone, have a great evening. We will see you next time. Don't forget to stay Fae or whatever, and we'll see you.